Hey, what's up, guys? Okay, so this one is just a freestyle one where I talk about Gone Girl a little bit, but the craziest part of it to me, for me, and why, like, people are like, move past it, bro, it's in the past. Yeah, I understand that, but there's a part of the story that keeps it in my present to this day, and I'll explain that. So, on that day, when we make the deal, I'm like, I knew it was gonna be like probably do well, but I didn't know it was gonna be a fucking phenomenon. I didn't know that, So sometimes you do this shit and you're like, what? I didn't know that was gonna happen. And I tried to protect Gillian to make sure she gets the most money possible. But we were not sitting, standing at a fucking massive window above Sunset overlooking the city like, pay me this amount. It wasn't that. In a suit, power player, a little fucking earpiece. It was not that shit. We're just kicking it in my backyard on a Mexican blanket that we got from Venice, I believe, for like $20. Nothing fancy. That's why I say that. It wasn't fancy, dude. So whatever. So the deal's made, and I'm like, okay, cool. Like, my work here is done, and I go about my life, and then the premiere happens. The movie's made, and the premiere happens, and my ex is like, I want to take my friend, and so I'm like, okay, go for it. But there's a whole backstory there too, which I won't super get into, but I'll say this. She's like, she's off limits, okay? But because we were both, my ex and I were still living together, but we had separate lives, and we're both dating other people. And I met her dates, and she met my dates. She's met my lady multiple times, okay? Like I've said, we spent the night at her house. It was like that, okay? But she told me, this person's off limits. She'll never fuck you, okay? We're adults. We can handle this, okay? This is said in movies and shit, so you'll live, okay? And I'm like, that sounds like a challenge. Challenge accepted. So yeah, so I started fucking her friend, okay? Anyway, so she wanted to take her to the premiere. That's why I didn't go. That's my point. So I don't go to it. And, whatever. Movie comes out, I go about my business, and I'm dating my lady at this point. And I was not cheating on her. I ended that with her friend and started dating my lady. And so we are, me and my lady, we're walking around like at like the Grove or whatever. And, people are kind of like, and I'm like, does it kind of seem like people are like talking about us and looking at us and shit? My lady's like, no, dude, like, shut up, relax. I'm like, I don't know, it kind of fucking feels like that, dude. And then someone's like, stops us, hey, are you Gone Girl? You're her, right? And my lady's like, what? No. And I'm like, but you're fucking warm, And so they're like, what? Okay. And so they go off. I'm like, who's in it? I don't even know. So I pull it up. I'm like, holy shit, look at this missing picture. To my lady, I'm like, that looks like your driver's license, dude. She looks a lot like you, And then I'm pulling up pictures, and I'm like, she looks a lot like you. Like, I can see why they think you're her, Let me show you. So this is probably not the best side by side, but my lady's driver's license looks like this picture. Looks like the missing photo. Their features are very similar, They both have the heavy eyelids, the super high cheekbones, like the facial structure is very similar. So now people are, after the movie comes out, stopping my lady and asking her if she's Gone Girl. They think she's her, and there's that component there too where she's missing, right? So there's that psychological component where they think, I found her. I found Gone Girl. There she is. So people are saying this, all the time. It's as if I'm with someone who's famous, dude. Because that's how much my lady looks like her in person. And I did not seek out, let me try to find someone to date who looks like Gone Girl so I can get, that attention. That was not it. I met my lady before I even knew that Rosamund Pike was in the movie. And it just happened to be that way. If you wrote this in the script, people would be like, what? This is way too coincidental. So you sell this thing, and then people are stopping you on the street and asking if she's the star of the movie. Yes, this is what's happening. Okay? To the point that some dudes come up to me like, hey, we have a bet. Excuse me, sorry, but we have a bet that she's Gone Girl, right? She is, right? And my lady's like, no, I'm not actually. And they're like, come on, dude. Like, okay, all right. They think she's her, but just doesn't want the attention. It's happened multiple times. Like I'm using the restroom, minding my own business. Hey, bro, what's up? What's up, dude? You're with Gone Girl, right? Is that her? That is, right? I'm like, no, it's not. And he's like, dude, I won't ask for autograph. I'm just saying, it's her, right? I'm like, it isn't. She just looks a lot like her, And he's like, all right, sure, dude, sure. Later, this happens. So my lady's still mistaken for Gone Girl. What are the fucking odds of this? That's the craziest part of the story for me, is that my lady is mistaken for Gone Girl, and that's what they say. Are you Gone Girl? What are the fucking odds of this? Okay, so that's my story. I'm out. I'll do more informational shit, but I just wanted to throw that out there. That's why it's still in my mind, and you see this. The other day, this dude gets, I posted on Twitter 9 months ago. He's just talking about it. Has nothing to do with it, the movie. And he gets 1.3 million views off of this. And I'm looking through it. I'm like, what the fuck? Like the what do you call it? The trailer, 11 million views. That's crazy, dude. And if I just saw anybody on the street, just random person, they're jogging. Excuse me, hey, sorry to bother you. Hey, they're like, what? What's happening? Just wondering, have you heard of Gone Girl? Have you heard of it? What? Yes. Yeah, I have. Why? No reason. Just wondering. Okay, whatever. You're at the mall. Have you heard of Gone Girl? Like some little chick, she's like 20s. What? Yeah, have you heard of Gone Girl? She's like, yeah, I've heard of it. Yeah. Okay. Hey, you, sir, 60 years old. Have you heard of the movie Gone Girl? What? Yeah, I have. Why? I was just wondering, did you see it? Yeah, I saw it. Did you like it? Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. All right, cool. Just wondering, it's a phenomenon, bro. And the weirdest part, like I said, is that my lady is mistaken for Rosamund Pike all the time. Okay, later, guys.